Alright, for this final tutorial project, I'm going to be doing it on classes. So let's start out just by defining a class. A class is a way to create an object and provide initial values for the stored information in the object and implement its behavior. For this class-based program, we'll be using two tabs. The first tab we're going to call driver, and the driver tab is going to be the tab where your program calls for the objects and actually uses their information. The second tab will be the foundation for your object you are trying to make. So let's start out by creating our first tab. I'm going to name it just thing. And then to name our second tab, we're just going to save it and I'll just save it as driver. So now that we have named our tabs, we're going to go to the thing tab and we're going to type at the top class and the name of the class. And for this class, I'm going to name the class thing. Everything that is correlated with the class is going to go inside of the class curly brackets. Alright, so now we're going to define some instance variables. Instance variables are used by objects to store their states. My variables are going to be two integers and a string. The first one is going to be the health, so we're just going to name it int health, and then int damage, and finally string name, so we can name our thing. And now we have our variables defined. We are going to move onto our constructor function. The name of this function must be the same as the class, and this is a block code that is called when an instance of an object is created. This will also tell the program where the information that is going to be executed is located. So the first thing we're going to do is give our variables values by typing the name of our class followed by open and close parentheses and an open and closed curly bracket. And inside those curly brackets is where everything's going to go. So thing parentheses open curly bracket close curly bracket. Inside we're going to write health equals, let's do it 100, and then damage equals, how much damage? Let's just do like 50 damage, and then name is just thing. Just name it thing. Alright. Ooh, but we've got to have those quotations because it is a string. Okay, so next we're going to show the program where the variables go by typing thing and then open parentheses int h for health, int d for damage, and string n for name. And we're gonna connect them by typing health health equals h, damage equals d, and name equals n. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the next thing is called the custom constructor. For this, we will create a new function, and I'm just going to call it void stats because it's going to display the stats of our thing. And here we're just going to type, so void stats, and then we're going to use a print line function for, okay, so print line command, print ln, and then name plus the name we give it, so just name, the variable name, and then and then print line health plus the health we give it, variable form, and then print line damage plus damage variable. Okay, and then this should all be enclosed by the class thing curly bracket right here. Okay, now we're gonna go and head over to our driver tab, and here we're just gonna type thing1, semicolon, and this is just to declare the new object you're creating. And to run the object, we're going to use the void setup function. So void setup, and so that's to run the object. And what an object is it has states and behaviors that are set up in the class. That's how they correspond. And inside, we're going to put in our declared object name, define it as a thing class, and declare everything about it. So we're just going to do thing1, because that's the name of it, and that equals new thing. And the stuff that goes in here doesn't have to be the same as what's right here. So we can just put in completely new things. So 10, we can make its damage. Let's give it 100 health. Let's just keep it the same actually. 100 health, and then let's make it damage just crazy good. Just 9,999 damage. And let's name it Jack. Yeah, name it Jack. And then to run it, we're going to do thing1 period stats, and then open and close parentheses, followed by the semicolon. And yeah, now when we click play, it's going to print everything right here: name, health, and damage. Now we're done.